if you do not continue on a dialogue of respect with the hereditary chiefs, then we'll be back.
A dire warning from First Nations chiefs that rail blockades must be dealt with respectfully. First Nations leaders in support of the Wet'suwet'en First Nation bringing that message to Ottawa Tuesday.
We have our own lands, our own laws, our own languages, our own people, our own identifiable forms of government. And the right to self-determination means the right to say yes and or the right to say no.
The message to the federal government comes after nearly 2 weeks of crippling rail blockades in support of the Wet'suwet'en First Nation. Some hereditary chiefs are opposed to the Coastal GasLink pipeline that would cross their traditional territory.
The Wet'suwet'en peoples have asked that they be given space for their own internal dialogue and ceremonies to be held. They've told me they want to create their own approach to formalize discussions with the federal and provincial governments, the Crown. And they need to be given that time.
Pressure is nearing the boiling point for the government to act. Last week, Conservative leader Andrew Scheer urged the Prime Minister to force police to crack down on the blockades. He's being criticized for telling protesters to check their privilege.
Will our country be one of the rule of law, or will our country be one of the rule of the mob?
Those comments cost the Conservative leader an invitation to a meeting between party leaders to discuss the blockades.
Mr. Scheer disqualified himself from constructive discussions with his unacceptable speech earlier today.
NDP leader Jagmeet Singh says Scheer's comments have crossed the line beyond divisiveness.
I think what he said was so divisive that it rises to the level of racism.
The blockades have been crippling for both CN Rail and VIA, and supplies like propane and agricultural goods are at a standstill. Canada's former Attorney General also weighing in, urging the Prime Minister to buy a plane ticket.
I would recommend the Prime Minister get on a plane, pick up the Premier and get up to Wet'suwet'en territory.
Trudeau says the Minister for Crown Indigenous Relations is ready to meet with the Wet'suwet'en hereditary chiefs at any time. In Ottawa, Nigel Newlove, City News.